Hare Krishna. Welcome all devotees from all over the world. My name is Bhaktivedanta Padmanabha Swami. I'm a disciple of Nityalila Pravishna Om Vishnupad Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and a Siksha disciple of Om Vishnupad Ashtotarasata Sri Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaja and also Srila Nityalila Pravishna Om Vishnupad Sri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. And I'm your host for this Brajamandala Parikrama, which we are going to embark upon. This is the month of Kartik. This is the time of the year when the pilgrims from all over the world come to Vrindavan, and they collect together in the association of the sadhus and Sri Guru, and they begin to traverse all the beautiful holy places throughout Brajamandala. So this opportunity is a golden opportunity to hear and chant and constantly remember the pastimes of Radha and Krishna and all of their eternal associates in Vrindavan. We are currently standing on the rooftop of Sri Rup Sanatan Gaudiya Mat in the Seva Kunj area of Vrindavan. Seva Kunj is the place where Srimati Radharani, after leaving the Rasa dance and again being united with Krishna, where she was actually served, her lotus feet were served by Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who decorated her lotus feet and also surrendered his peacock feather and his flute at her lotus feet. Therefore it's called Seva Kunj, where Krishna performs seva or service to Srimati Radharani. So this temple was founded by His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. We begin our parikrama every year on the banks of the Jamuna here in Sri Vrindavan Dham. We will also assemble at Imli Tal, next to the Imli Tala tree, the famous tree here in Vrindavan on the banks of the Jamuna, where 5,000 years ago Srimati Radhika had her wonderful Abhishek bathing ceremony. And also the place where Sri Krishna, in the separation mood from Srimati Radharani, sat next to this tree. And he was so absorbed in thinking about Srimati Radhika that he himself turned her color, golden color. His sham color became golden color, Gauri. So 500 years ago, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came to the same location, and he was so absorbed in Krishna's pastimes, and he came here every single day that he was visiting Vrindavan. So very, very special, very holy places that we are going to visit. Our spiritual master, Srila Narayana Maharaj, has invited the Vaishnavas from all over the world. For the last nearly 60 years, he has been performing this 1 month Brajamandala Parikrama, going to the 12 forests of Vrindavan and visiting all the different holy places in those forests. And now we have the opportunity to spend the first approximately 11 days of our pilgrimage, our parikrama, here in Vrindavan, going to so many of the locations in Vrindavan itself, and also crossing the Jamuna River and going to other places like Bandirvan and various other forests. And then we will transfer to the foots of Giriraj Govardhan, the very beautiful place where Krishna performed his pastime of lifting Govardhan Hill, where Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj has constructed an absolutely beautiful temple called Giridhari Gaudiya Mat, and there we will stay for about 19 days, and we will perform also Govardhan Puja there. We will perform Parikrama of Giriraj Govardhan. So this opportunity is a very wonderful and joyful event. We want to invite you to come along with us on this video and to see all of these places and to hear the Harikatha and all the wonderful narration of pastimes. We will try to enrich ourselves by this parikrama, and we will try to traverse this path of pure love of Krishna. The whole purpose of Kartik Brajamandala Parikrama is to constantly be absorbed 24 hours daily in hearing, chanting, remembering, and doing the 9 processes of bhakti, which are the most powerful processes, and even amongst those 5, associating with sadhus, sadhu sangha, chanting the holy names of Krishna, Nam Kirtan, hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Shravan, residing in the holy place of Brajamandala, that means Mathura Vasa, and also constantly worshipping the deity of Krishna in so many different temples, Sri Murtir Shraddhaya Sevan. These 5, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, are the most powerful processes of bhakti out of all the different 64 processes. So we will have this opportunity, golden opportunity, in the association of the pure devotees of Krishna, in the association of the Vaishnavas, and have a chance to really feel very deeply this connection with the holy Dham, the transcendental place of Krishna's pastimes, which he manifested here 5,000 years ago. The Sri VRINDAVAN Dham and Sri Braj Mandala are completely spiritual places. All of our Gaudiya Acharyas have come here for hundreds of years. They have lived here, they have wandered throughout all of Braj Mandala, and they have experienced the highest ecstasies of Krishna Prem. So we are trying to, in a very humble way, follow in their footsteps, under their guidance, and perform this Braj Mandala Parikrama with the objective that it will help us to come closer and closer to the final goal of life, which is to develop Krishna Prem.
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By the causeless mercy of Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, we have come to this very elevated place in Braj Mandala, near Varshana Dham, this place called Prem Sarovara. Actually, this Sarovara, this pond here, it is not water. It is liquid prem. That is why it is called Prem Sarovar. Because in this place, Shri Radha and Krishna's prem, their tears of prem, came down and inundated this place and formed this Sarovara. The story, which was just told by Pujapad Tirtha Maharaj, is one of the most elevated incidences in all of the Braj Leela pastimes of Radha and Krishna, showing the highest degree of separation mood even while meeting. This is a very astonishing development of prem, and therefore it is called Prem Vivarta, Prem Vaichitya. This prem, it manifests in the heart of Srimati Radhika when her Mahabhav prem reaches to higher and higher stages, which go far, far beyond any stages which any of the other Sakhis can realize. One day, in this very place, Shri Radha and Krishna were sitting. And Srimati Radhika was sitting on the lap of Shri Krishna. And the Sakhis were surrounding them, and they were enjoying their Prem Vilas. And at that time, one bumblebee came near to the face of Srimati Radhika. And because the face of Srimati Radhika is exactly like a very beautiful sweet lotus flower, this bumblebee was hovering and buzzing very near to her face. And Srimati Radhika at that time was making some attempt to make the bee leave by waving her hand, by taking her sari, and in so many ways she was trying to keep this bee, make it go away. But nothing would force this bee to leave. The bee continued to hover around her face. At that time, Sri Krishna's very intimate Priyanarma Saka, Madhu Mangal, he came and he began to very quickly try to chase away the bee. And successfully he began to shoo the bee away and ran far away with the bee. After doing this, he came back to Srimati Radhika and he said, "Oh Radhike, I have now made Madhusudan go far away. He will not return again." The name Madhusudan, this is also a name for the bumblebee, one who is trying to steal the madhu, the honey. So, but Srimati Radhika, she took this name Madhusudan to indicate her beloved Krishna, because his name is also Madhusudan. And when she heard this statement from Madhu Mangal, that I have made Madhusudan go far away, he will not return, then suddenly Srimati Radhika, even though she was there in Krishna's very lap, and even though she was locked in an embrace with Sri Krishna, she lost this awareness that Krishna was right before her. And she became overwhelmed with a mood of separation so extreme that she could not even see Krishna, and she began to cry out, "Ha Prananath! Ha Prananath! Oh, the Lord of my life! Where have you gone? Where have you gone?" And when Sri Krishna heard Srimati Radhika calling in this way, he became very astonished. And he called out to her, "Oh, Priyaji, I am just here. I am right here." And in this way, Radha and Krishna became overwhelmed in the highest moods of separation, even though they were in milan, in meeting. And suddenly, in this mood, all of their tears came down from their eyes and formed this sarovara. And at that time, Radha and Krishna completely lost consciousness, and they fainted here. And when all the Sakhis observed this astonishing display of separation mood in meeting, then all of the Sakhis also fainted all around this area, and they fell into a deep trance. Like this, Radha and Krishna manifested their prem vivarta vilas. And after some time, they came again into consciousness. And then they began to look at each other's faces, gazing in each other's eyes, Radha and Krishna. And Krishna began to deeply ponder, how is this that my Priyaji, she is right in my very lap, and she is feeling that I am so far away. I understand that Srimati Radhika, when she is in separation mood from me, she is so absorbed in me at that time, that even when she sees any tamal tree, and she sees the blackish color of the tamal tree, she mistakes that this is myself, and she goes and embraces this tamal tree, and she becomes so overjoyed with great happiness that she is meeting me. And she plays with her Sakhis and remembers my pastimes and feels very great joy. But now I am seeing that even when I am meeting with her, that her separation mood manifests, and I cannot appease her even by being directly present before her. So in this way, Krishna began to consider that the only way that I will be able to give pleasure and happiness to my Srimati Ji is by going away. And in this way, by separating myself from a distance, going to Mathura and Dwarka, then she will always be deeply absorbed in remembering my pastimes, and she will taste great bliss, the highest happiness and joy. So that in this very place, was the completion of all the Braj Leela pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and after this time, then Kamsa sent Akrura with his chariot to bring Krishna to Mathura. And that began the unfolding of the unlimited yugas and yugas of separation mood that the Braja Gopis would now be feeling for Krishna after he left Vrindavan, after he left this Braj Mandala and went so far away. So this mood of separation of Radha and Krishna, this is the highest jewel. And all of our Gaudiya Rupanuga Acharyas, their whole mood is that when Srimati Radhika is in this separation mood from Krishna, at that time, I cannot tolerate to see this. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this song that was just sung, he is expressing this mood, that when Radha is in this viraha, in this separation mood, and I see her in this way, I cannot tolerate this. I am ready, I am prepared to even give up my very life so that I can satisfy Srimati Radhika and bring Radha and Krishna together. If I see that Srimati Radhika is suffering in this pangs of separation mood, I want to make some arrangement. I am prepared to give up my own life hundreds and thousands of times. This kind of mood of Radha Dasyam, complete surrender to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, this is the very essence of the mood of our Rupanuga Acharyas. And therefore he is praying, O Vilasa Manjari, Ananga Manjari, Rupa Manjari Ar, I am praying at your lotus feet. Amake Tulya Loha Nija Pade Deho More Siddhi Sar. Please bring me into this perfectional stage that I may have this opportunity to serve Radha and Krishna in this mood of separation. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada, he is writing, he has stated in his Upadeshavali, in our songbook, that the highest occupational duty, our highest duty, and our highest function is to somehow or other serve the Brijbasis when they are feeling the separation mood from Krishna leaving Vrindavan, and they are feeling this pain of separation. Our only duty is to serve them and appease this. So in this way, to come here to this place, Prem Sarovara, we remember these moods of separation, and how separation and meeting of Radha and Krishna are like the two banks of a river. In the pastimes of Radha and Krishna, separation is nourishing meeting, and meeting is nourishing separation. And without both of these, their Prem Vilas cannot take place. So here, we bow down in the dust of this very, very sacred place. We take the water from this Prem Sarovara on our heads, and we pray to our Rupanuga Guru Varga and to our Gurudev that they may benedict us, that one day we may serve Radha and Krishna in their Prem Vilas mood, in their moods of separation, and appease their great pain, and one day attain their lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhuveva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. From early morning. In early morning, Vrinda Devi is directing Sukansari to wake Krishna from Nishant Leela. She's directing Kakati, the monkey, to wake up Radha and Krishna. And then throughout the whole day, throughout the evening, Vrinda Devi is orchestrating the meeting between Radha and Krishna. Srila Gurudeva described many years ago how when every morning Radha and Krishna, they meet at Gupta Kund in Nandagaon. There are three principal yog pits. There's Gupta Kund in the early morning, and then there's Radha Kund in midday, and Seva Kund in the evening. And after the Gupta Kund meeting, then Radha and Krishna, they start to walk back to Nandagaon. At that time they come to Vrinda Kund, and there Vrinda Devi and Purnamasi, they're planning how Krishna's day will proceed. They know, for example, that Abhasura demon will be on the trail of Yamahulavan. So all of the trees, all of the flowers on the path to Bahulavan are told by Vrinda Devi's duties, by her messengers, to put on their best dress, to put on their best display. And in this way, the pathway for Krishna's pastimes is manifested directly by
Radha. Vrinda Devi represents the audience. Someone has to witness the beautiful, ecstatic pastimes and dancing of Radha and Krishna and the gopis. So that is Vrinda Devi. And then Vrinda Devi also is described, she is orchestrating these stringed instruments, the sound vibration of the orchestra. So it's very beautiful Vrinda Devi Ashtakam. And sometimes we just sing this one verse at the end. This pain that I'm experiencing in this material conception. So we can pray to Srimati Vrinda Devi today. All desires absolutely are fulfilled if we request Vrinda Devi to do so. We must come with a very clear consciousness in front of Vrinda Devi and request her, as Srila Gurudeva is prompting us time and time and time again, just to be a Palya Dasi of Srimati Radharani. So understand this tattva. Yoga Maya is one, but two for Lila, Purnamasi and Vrinda. And nothing in Braj moves without the orchestration of either Purnamasi or Vrinda. And as far as the meetings of Radha and Krishna are concerned, this is all performed by Vrinda Devi. So this is such a wonderful, potent stali we've come today, because this is actually Vrinda Devi is here. All over Braj people come just to offer pranam to Vrinda Devi. So we're taking the shelter of Vrinda Devi today and praying that she will fulfill all our desires and give our Gurudev many, many more years of taking us on this wonderful Prikrama. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Vrinda Devi Maharani ki jai.
Now we are standing here in front of the very beautiful altar of Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Vinod Bihari. And as you can see, Radha and Krishna are standing on the center altar along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the combination of Sri Vigrahas which were installed by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in all of his Gaudiya Math temples. And the reason being that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combined form of Radha and Krishna. He is non-different than Radha and Krishna themselves. Therefore they stand in the same section of the altar, the same prakosht. And Sri Krishna, as you notice, is also light-colored, golden-colored like Srimati Radharani. And this is because of the mood of his separation from Radha, which is depicted at Imlita, where Krishna felt so much separation from Radha and he was so much absorbed in thinking about her that his shyam color became golden color, golden complexion. Therefore, in all of the temples of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj in Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, they're showing the deities of Radha and Krishna in these golden colored forms. Also, to the left of the altar is Srimati Vrinda Devi. In Vrindavan, Srimati Vrinda Devi is the presiding goddess of the forest of Vrindavan. And Vrinda Devi is actually an expansion of Yogamaya, who is actually an expansion of Srimati Radharani. But Vrinda Devi, she is in charge of making all the beautiful arrangements in the forest, and especially in the Nikunja, where Radha and Krishna perform their most intimate, sweet pastimes. So Srimati Vrinda Devi is the personality to whom we pray in her form as Srimati Tulsi Devi. And in that form, what do we pray for? We pray that one day we may become her maidservant, and also in her anugatya, under her guidance, be in the association of the Sakis, of the eternal Gopi associates of Radha and Krishna, and serve Radha and Krishna completely absorbed in the prem seva of Radha and Krishna. So this very beautiful altar is depicting these kind of moods which are relished by our Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj and all of our Rupa Nuga Acharyas. And to the right side of the altar we see Srila Bhakti Pragyan Goswami Maharaj, who very mercifully established the Sri Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti along with our Srila Prabhupada A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and he is honored and worshipped on all of the altars which are installed by Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Maharaj. So this altar is a very wonderful meditation for those who come to Vrindavan, who visit Seva Kunj, and who want to obtain all the complete mercy, the condensed mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna, and all of their associates.
So therefore, this Govardhan is the highest place. Pramata Madana Leela Kandare Kandare Racheti Nava Yunor Gandhamasmina Manta Itikilakana Narkam Lakanakastat Dvayorme Nijanikata Nimasam Dehi Govardhan. The altar is afraid that every single cave of Giraj, Radha Krishna's divine pastimes have taken place. So this Kunda, Killol Kunda, is located at the base of Giriraj. And here Radha Krishna's divine pastimes take place. So here as Srimad Rasala Prabhupada was explaining, also Bhan Maharaj also explained that in this kunda there are lotuses. There are the blue lotuses called Indivara. Krishna is also like Indivara. And because Krishna is what? Krishna is, this Vrindavan Dham is very beautiful. But in this Vrindavan Dham, the real beauty of this Vrindavan Dham is actually Sri Krishna. Narayana Goswami has also explained this. Radha Mukta Mukhara Binda Madhuka Strailokya Maulis Khali Lepat Chojita Neela Ratna Mabani Bharavatharantaka Swachandam Bhajasundari Janamanas Dosho Pradosho Daya Kamsat Dhvansana Dhuma Ketu Ravadu Swam Devaki Nandana. That Krishna is a bumblebee who drinks the honey from the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. And Krishna is the blue gem, blue sapphire, who decorates this necklace of Vrindavan. So, there are lotuses in the four corners of this lake, Killol Kunda, and then Radha Krishna, they play the game of hide and seek. And Krishna sometimes, he hides behind the blue lotuses. And then Radhika is looking for him. And because Krishna's color is blue, so therefore very difficult for Radhika to search him out. And sometimes Radhika, her complexion being Gorochana, like when the water of the Swati Nakshatra, the Swati constellation will fall on the horns of a cow, then it will create a yellow pigment in the horns of a cow. So Radhika's color is like a Gorochana, Nava Gorochana Gauri, Pravarinti Varam, Manistavaka Vidyoti, Veni Valangana Pada. So then Radhika, when she hides behind the golden lotuses, then Krishna, it is very difficult for Krishna to find her. So this pastime is taking because of the complexion of Radha and Krishna. Because Radhika is golden complexion and Krishna is bluish in complexion. So these particular pastimes takes place with the help of the gopis. And Krishna experiences the Madhura Ras. So Govardhan, highest place in the universe. And here Krishna attracts the hearts of the gopis. We know that Vasanti Ras also took place in Govardhan only. And in Vasanti Ras we see our Acharyas have explained that Radhika, when she left the Vasanti Ras, Krishna also followed behind her. And he was not attracted by the glances of 10 billion gopis, could not attract his heart. Narayana Goswami also explained this, that Krishna was only looking at Radhika. There were so many gopis were present, but Krishna stood in threefold bending form and sidelong glance was going only to the face of Radhika. Divya Kanta Vilola Mauli Taralo Kamsascha Vamsashchara Giti Sthana Krutava Dhanana Lakshana Sallakshita Sammuktam Madhusudanasya Radha Mukendo Sudha Sare Kandarita Chiram Dalkuvakshim Okatakshvarmaya. Krishna was only looking at the face of Radhika. So, Krishna is playing the flute and then all the gopis, they are bewildered. Krishna's flute playing is like Mahamantra for the ear of the gopis. And they immediately come to perform Rasa Leela with Krishna, various water sports. Antara Mohana Mauli Gurunanchanan Mandara Vistramshana Stapta Drushti Harshana Mahamantra Kurangi Drusham Drupkat Dhanava Duya Mana Divisha Durvara Dukha Padam Bhausha Kausari Poha Vyapo Yatuva Shriyam Sivam Shirava. So this flute song of Krishna is playing here. And all this area is reverberating with the beautiful flute song of Krishna. So therefore this Govardhan is the highest place. And here also Yoga Maya manifests many kunjas. So we know that Vrinda Devi, she is the Leela Shakti of Krishna. Leela Vidhana Kila Krishna Shakti. So this Vrindavan has three boundaries. Govardhana Bhandira Rasa Pita is Sri Simati Yojana Panchakena Mite Vibhutva Amite Pichasmin. So therefore, this Govardhan is the highest place in Vrindavan Dham and so many beautiful pastimes. So Vrindavan Dham is the special place of Radha Krishna's pastimes. Vrindavane Vihara Toriyate Kunje Matta Pravara Kautuka Vibramena Sandarshas Yuvayor Vadanar Vindam Vandvam Videhi Mai Devim Krupam Prasiddha. So Acharya said that bumblebees they follow
wherever Radhika is there. Because Radhika's body emanates the fragrance of the lotus. We just heard a very wonderful pastime. We just heard that how Radhika, she goes in the kunja and then Krishna cannot find her out because her bodily complexion is like the kunja. So that time, Krishna finds out the whereabouts of Radhika by the bumblebees which are hovering around her. So Radhika has this particular quality. Her complexion is like golden complexion, but she has the fragrance also, like a lotus. So she is Padmini, the highest. Therefore, we will have to prepare ourselves by doing sadhan bhajan under the guidance of Gurudev. We should not try to go to the Sahaja Babajis because that will ruin our bhajan. But rather, we should follow the Siddha Pranali. Even the great liberated sages, they chant Harinam. And this Harinam can bestow upon us the ultimate goal. And by the power of Harinam and the mantras given by Gurudev, automatically all the sentiments, divine sentiments will come in our heart. And this holy name will reveal to us everything. As it is explained by Sridhar Swami, आकृष्टीकृत चेतसां सुमनसा उच्चाटनम चाभसा आचंडालम अमुक लोक सुलभो वश्यश्च मुक्ति श्रिया नो दीक्षा न च सत्क्रिया न च पुरश्चर्यांग मना दीक्षते मंत्रोयम रसना स्मृदेव फलति श्री कृष्ण नामात्मक. That is, Krishna Naam will immediately give result to you. If you have received pure Naam from your Gurudev and you are chanting it without committing offences, then by this power of the name, your Siddha Deha and everything will be revealed. So we should not underestimate the power of Gopal Mantra, and we should know that Siddha Pranali is not given openly. It is revealed in the heart by Gurudev when the time comes. When we are mature and when we are qualified, so we cannot catch a mango by jumping, but rather the mango should come to us. Shukha Mukhad Amrita Drava Samyutam Vivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Bhura Rasika Bhui Bhavuka. So Bhura Rasika Bhui Bhavuka. In order to taste this mango, one should be bhavuk and one should be rasik. Bhavuk means you should be on the stage of bhava. You should have manifest the symptoms. Shanti Ragyartha Karatam Virakti Manashunyata. Unless you are qualified, how can you taste this mango? So therefore we should try to receive this qualification by chanting the mantras given by Gurudev and chanting the Harinam. You should have very strong attachment. You should follow Manas Shiksha. Guru Goshthe Goshthalayshi Sudane Busuragane Swamantre Shri Namni Vrajanavu Yuva Dvandva Sharane Tada Damba Mitva Guru Ratim Apurva Maditaram May Swantar Bhratas Chatubhiravi Acha Dhutapada.
The Vaishnavas performing Brajmanda Parikrama, we've come to Sanket Dham. Sanket is situated between Varshana and Nandagaon, and it's a place of meeting. Sanket means signal. So this place is where Radha and Krishna met for the first time. So in this way it's meeting. So some signal was there, and after their purvara, when their desire to meet each other becomes so high, it was intolerable. So finally, here they met for the first time. And then also, first place that we came to, the temple, we used to go with Srila Gurudeva, and Srila Gurudeva would sit there and he would describe pastimes of Nishanta Lila. So Radha and Krishna meeting here, this is a place both of Milan and also a place of separation. During the night time, Radha and Krishna perform their pastimes, Ashtakalya Lila, in 8 periods. And the time at midday, time at midnight, they're longer than the other time. And at that time, they become completely absorbed in their pastimes. No other party, Jyotila, Kotila, Chandrali, they can't come. Only Radha and Krishna, their party. So here they're meeting, performing so many pastimes, meeting, talking, sometimes dancing. Like here we have Rasa, place of Rasa. Sometimes the gopis would dance on a big wooden platform balanced on a point, and they're dancing so skillfully that the platform is slowly revolving. Sometimes one gopi will perform a very beautiful dance, bent right backwards with a braid on the floor, describe the body's like Cupid's bow. Then another one will come forward, with such skillful rhythms, making a very beautiful sound with her ankle bells. And then another gopi will come forward, perform the same dance, but so skillfully that her ankle bells don't ring at all. Then finally, Radha and Krishna become so inspired, so they want to dance together. Everyone gathers around them. So in this way, beautiful, beautiful pastimes of dancing, singing, and then drinking honey wine together. So this way they're passing the night, very, very beautifully. And then Radha and Krishna resting together, Nikunja Lila. And at that time, actually Radha and Krishna, they're not two. They're one soul with two bodies. But for pastime purposes, they have the mood that they're two. But during this Nikunja Lila, this illusion that they're two is lost completely. And they get the mood that they're completely one person. Sometimes Krishna thinks he's Radha, Radha thinks he's Krishna. Sometimes they have no mood of being separate at all. Then, in the morning, before the dawn, then Vrinda has to come and she has to wake them, and the gopis have to separate them because otherwise there'll be big disgrace if they're found together. So they have to, Srimati Radhika has to go back to Varshana or to Javat, Krishna has to go back to Nandagal before the sun comes up, before everybody else is engaged in their duty. So then, Nikunja Banga Lila. So great separation. Gurudev, this is described in Srila Param Gurudev's Mangalarti song. How Gurudev describes so beautifully in Param Gurudev's biography. He's enlarging, describing how Param Gurudev is envisaging the scene and how the air is thick with the scent of flowers. The bees are going from one flower to another, kissing one flower, going on to another, completely intoxicating. The birds are all singing, peacocks are singing. Radha and Krishna, they're gradually waking up, but they don't want to wake up. But still Vrinda's insisting, sending more and more birds. The cockerel comes. He's crying. Srimati Radhika says, go and crow in hell. And then again they're sleeping together. And then finally, Vrinda sends Kakati, the monkey. And the monkey says, oh, the sun's rising. His locks are like dreadlocks. Dreadlocks means jotila. And when they hear jotila, 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 oh, they become so anxious. And then they're ready, then they get up, they're dressed, decorated, arti, and then very, very painful scene of separation. So, we have to think why we're coming to these places. We're not like tourists, like visiting, we in Paris or Rome today? No. We're coming here so that we can develop mamata for these beautiful places. We think, I'm British, I belong in Germany, I belong in China, I belong in Russia, I belong in India. We don't belong to these places. This is temporary material relationship. Next lifetime, certainly we'll be born somewhere else. But we belong here. This eternally, by Gurudev's grace, he's given us passport and visa. Now you're Brajbasi. But we have to develop this mood of belonging to Braj. So we're coming here, we have to Gurudev, like in Prince Sarovar one time, he said, now you offer obeisances in the dust of this beautiful place. They offered obeisances. He said, now offer obeisances again with feeling. So, we have to try to get the moods of these places. Every place has different moods. And while we're here, we try and establish some relationship so that we can take it with us. And later when we're chanting and hearing, Gurudev has made very radical suggestions. Instead of thinking of Maya when we're chanting of Hare Krishna, we think of Krishna, Krishna's pastimes, we think of Braj. So if we remember these beautiful places, then we remember the pastimes, remember the Hari Katha, remember the moods, and pray, and gradually, we can become absorbed. So, by Gurudev's grace, he's given this very, very beautiful and sweet formula for becoming more and more absorbed in chanting. Hare Krishna, one second.
Tvaimenanya vishaya Matir madhupate sakrit Ratim udahata dhata O Gange vogam
discuss in a group how to solve it, just like we do in our Sangha. So this place was one such area. Now, okay. Generally, because this is Vrindavan, you have to realize that Krishna is the center of the life of everyone. So, even though they were discussing the affairs of the village, it was all about Krishna, because they were concerned about Krishna's welfare. If Krishna was being taken care of, then the villagers were happy. So, one day, not long after Krishna had lifted Govardhan Hill, an assembly of cowherd men came to see Nanda Baba because they had a problem. Nanda Maharaj, we have a doubt. You know, your little son, Krishna,